Coming to you from Annapolis, Maryland, home of the U.S. Naval Academy, the sailing capital of the world, home of the world's largest crab feast, and 4 signers of the Declaration of Independence. This is the On Annapolis Daily News Brief, a daily roundup of local news that you can use, including local sports, local events, local opinion, and local weather from DMV Weather. Now here's your host, publisher of On Annapolis, John Frenaye.
Good morning. It's Labor Day, Monday, September 4th. An unpermitted rally on Friday night at the State House turned out with a good ending. On Friday night, a group of protesters with the Backbone Coalition took to the grounds of the State House to project images on the side of the building. Disable racism. Alt-right is wrong. Stop the hate. Were all adorned on the side of the Capitol. The Capitol Police intervened and said that they did not have a permit to protest on state grounds and just asked them to move off of the state ground property to continue their protest, which seemed to be a very satisfactory answer to all. How's that for a change? Yesterday's sunshine brought out throngs of people to West Street and First Sunday Arts Festival. And for those who left before 3 p.m., you missed a fantastic parade. The Annapolis Ancient City Elks Lodge held their annual parade complete with dancers, drum bands, marching bands, and a smattering of politicians. And when it ran into the First Sunday Arts Festival at Calvert Street, it simply took a right, where the party continued down at the corner of Northwest Street until 5 p.m. What a great way to meld 2 wonderful events into the city into one. And remember, today is Labor Day, so kick back and relax a little bit. The post office, banks, city, county, state, and federal government offices are all closed. In Annapolis, if you had trash today, that's going to be pushed back till Tuesday. And also, there will be no bulk or yard pickup this week on Wednesday, so they can catch up. Over in the county, if you had pickup today, that gets pushed to Tuesday. Tuesday gets pushed to Wednesday, and then they should all be caught up. Finally, if you think you've got what it takes to be America's next American Idol, the TV show is coming to town tomorrow in the parking lot outside of Lord & Taylor at the Annapolis Mall. It'll run from 9 to 5 with auditions for people, mostly who have pre-registered. So you can go to ionannapolis.net, search for American Idol, and you'll see a link to pre-register for an audition. Or, if you like, you can take your chance, stand in line. Do not get in line before 6 a.m. because they'll chase you away. And if you've got what it takes, if you've got the good voice, best of luck to you.
If you're looking for local sports, it's right here, right now on the On Annapolis Daily News Brief.
Navy traveled to FAU in Boca Raton, Florida on Friday and routed the Owls 42-19 in a game that ended after 1 a.m. due to nearly 3 hours of weather delays. And with the Navy triple option, quarterback Zach Abey accounted for nearly 345 yards and 3 touchdowns in the game. Navy will come home on Saturday to take on Tulane at the home opener at Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium at 3:30 p.m. The Bay Sox are in the playoffs with 1 game left, and they're battling with Altoona for first place and home field advantage. Currently, they are 1 game behind, so stay tuned for some Bay Sox playoff action.
This is Maryland. The weather can be nearly unpredictable. We've got George Young from DMV Weather in Annapolis to sort it all out.
All right, hey everyone, this is George from DMV Weather. We have a big week ahead, so let's get right into the forecast. Today's the big Labor Day holiday, and it should be a thing of weather perfection across the area with sunny skies and temps 80 to 85 with light winds. So do what you can to get in that last visit to the pool or trip to the beach, or maybe some time out on the water of the Potomac or the Chesapeake to close out the summer of 2017 in style. We'll be warm again tomorrow with highs more mid to upper 80s, but also a chance of afternoon and evening storms as another cold front approaches the region from the west-northwest. With that front comes a wet and cool Wednesday, followed by an unseasonably cool period for Thursday and beyond, with temps staying in the 70 to 75 degree range through the weekend. Of course, at this point, all eyes are on Hurricane Irma out in the Atlantic for any potential impacts to the east coast of the United States. And while all options are still on the table for the end result, the likelihood of some impact to the U.S. is way up, and our primary focus here at DMV Weather is now on the area from Miami, Florida, to Morehead City, North Carolina, with a secondary but equally important focus on the area from the Outer Banks of North Carolina northward up the East Coast. But it's still 7+ days away from even the earliest interactions possible with the U.S., so we watch and we wait for additional movement and information. Okay, that's it for us today. Be sure to download the free DMV Weather app in the Apple App Store or Google Play Store by searching for DC MDVA Weather, and also follow us 24/7, 365 on social media or on our website at dmvweather.com. This is George Young of DMV Weather with your forecast. Whatever the weather, have fun out there and be safe.
The On Annapolis Daily is possible in part because of the generous support from Ram's Head On Stage. Ram's Head, where every seat is less than 48 feet from the stage, brings more than 400 concerts a year to the area. To wet your whistle, check out some of these upcoming shows. On September 7th, Pablo Cruz. Carla Bonhoff on the 13th. Dennis DeYoung and the Music of Styx will play at Maryland Hall on the 13th. And the one I'm most looking forward to, Randy Newman on September 21st, also at Maryland Hall. Yes, Randy Newman, Short People, I Love LA, and You've Got a Friend in Me. Tickets are still available, and you can get yours at ramsheadonstage.com. Or if you want to go old school, head on down to their box office. Ram's Head is located in the heart of beautiful downtown Annapolis at 33 West Street. For a guaranteed great night out on the town, ramsheadonstage.com.
They say opinions are like... Here we are with a dose of opinion for you.
You know, they say there's an election going on. You can certainly see it by all the signs that are popping up around town. And just a reminder, get out and vote on the 19th of September because it is so important. If you don't think it is, let me throw this at you. 3 of the wards in the city of Annapolis will be decided on the primary. And if you turn around and wait until November to cast your vote, you might as well throw it away in Ward 3, 4, or 6 because that decision will have already been made. If you turn around and you look at the results from September of 2013, the last time we had a primary election, only 22% of the registered voters came out to vote. That's abysmal. 4,300 people in a city of 38,000 came out to vote for their elected officials. In the general election in November of 2013, it was a little bit better. We had a 32% turnout. There were 7,500 that actually voted. A little bit better, but certainly not good. What I suggest is really get to know the candidates and find out who you support. I don't care if you're Republican or Democrat or somewhere in between. Look at what the candidates stand for, see how they align with what you want in your city, and cast your vote accordingly. Please vote in the primary on September 19th, Tuesday, and make sure you're out for the general election in November. To help you get to know the candidates a little bit better, there are a ton of opportunities for you. Just coming up this week, on September 6th at 6:30 at the Bywater Boys and Girls Clubs, there will be a forum for the Ward 4 candidates, which is Sheila Finlayson and Tony Strong Pratt. On the 12th, in Ward 7 at Georgetown East at 7 p.m. for the candidates for Ward 7, which are David Frankel, Alexis Villegas, and Rob Savage. On September 14th, they're going to have a Ward 6 forum at the Rosalie Mitchell Community Center in Eastport at 6:30, and that would be Shanika Henson and Dewan Gay. On September 13th at 7 p.m. at Congregation Knesset Israel, the League of Women Voters is going to have a mayoral candidate forum, so you're going to be able to get a chance to hear what Senator John Astle, Mayor Mike Panelides, Nevin Young, and Gavin Buckley all have to say on how they intend to lead your city. And while it may be a bit self-serving, please go check out the MarylandCrabs.com because we went and interviewed every one of the aldermanic candidates. The interviews all range from about 15 minutes to about 35 minutes, as well as all of the mayoral candidates. We also did a mayoral forum back in June, and that's there in its entirety as well. Don't sit at home on primary day. Get out, exercise your right to vote. It is really important. We have so much going on down here in the city right now with developed business, public housing, traffic, schools. The list goes on. Get up off the couch, get out, and vote. And that's what's been on my mind today.
Thanks for listening to the On Annapolis Daily News Brief. If you like what you heard, make sure to tell your friends and colleagues about it. And also tell them about our website, onannapolis.net, where you can find much more. Be sure to check out our other weekly podcast, The Maryland Crabs. This podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at noon. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.